Everybody's got the holidays on their minds this time of year, so let's talk about it. These are 5 easy stocking stuffers for hikers and backpackers. What's going on, everybody? My name is Kyle O'Grady, and despite what you might be thinking, I am not the real Santa Claus. I'm just some clown wearing a Santa Claus hat. And also, unlike Santa, I like to hike. Sorry, Santa, I don't know why I'm talking shit about you right now.
What the f?
Make sure you hit subscribe if you're interested in hiking and backpacking content, and make sure you smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now, if you watch other hiking YouTube channels kind of like I do, you've probably been seeing people making these like holiday backpacker gift idea videos lately. And a lot of these gift ideas are good, but I've noticed that many of them are pretty expensive, and many of them are like very brand specific as well. And like somebody, not gonna name names, but somebody even included like a drone in their like backpacker gift idea video, and I was just like, that's too much. I don't know, I just feel like when people buy me backpacking gifts, it never really works out because a lot of those big gear items are highly personal. So with that said, these things are gonna be cheap. They're gonna be $20 or less for each item. These things are easy. You should be able to buy these things online or at any local store. And most importantly, these are actually gonna be useful to your special backpacker, which sounds really weird. With that said, let's get into item number 1. I look like such a clown in this hat. Now, I know that it's kind of a joke that like if you don't like somebody, you'll get them socks for Christmas, but if you're getting a gift for a backpacker, socks are actually a very, very good stocking stuffer idea. And of course, I'm talking about like hiking oriented socks, maybe like Darn Tough or Smartwool. You know, it shouldn't be very difficult to figure out what kind of socks your backpacker actually wears when they hike. They're relatively cheap. I mean, Darn Tough are among the most expensive socks that I'm aware of, at least, and they're still only about $20 a pair. And hikers are always like trashing socks, always going through pairs of socks, so save them a trip to the store, save them a few dollars, and throw some hiking socks in their stocking this Christmas. And let's be honest, there's nothing better than hitting the trail with like a fresh, brand new pair of socks on. It just feels so good. So I promise you they will love it. So stocking stuffer item number 2 for backpackers and hikers is actually gonna be trail snacks. You know, things like protein bars, trail mix, maybe like some cookies, little things like that, which will make good snacks for people that are doing longer backpacking trips or even just shorter day hikes. Now, obviously, the specific snacks are gonna depend on your hiker, what they like, what they don't like, all that stuff. You know that better than I do. Maybe my family was just like lame or something, but I always feel like stocking stuffer ideas were supposed to be kind of like cheap and easy and quick things, and there's really nothing like cheaper or easier than just going to the grocery store and buying like some quick snacks. And that'll just be one less thing they have to worry about buying before their next hike because you already took care of that. So stocking stuffer item number 3 for hikers and backpackers is gonna be one that everybody tells me I'm lame for suggesting, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Gift cards, people. For real, gift cards are a good stocking stuffer idea. Again, everybody says that gift cards are like bad gift ideas, which makes no sense because it literally says gift in the name, but they say like there's no thought involved or whatever. But when it comes to backpacking gear, again, so much of this stuff is super, super personal. So just giving them a set amount of money to go spend at whatever store or brand you go with can actually be a very good and considerate idea for backpackers. My family used to get me little like backpacking gear items and trinkets all the time for Christmas, and most of that stuff I just never ended up using. So after a while, I would just straight up tell them like, just get me a gift card to like REI or Amazon or, you know, any of these smaller cottage backpacking gear companies, because that money is going to be spent a lot better by me so I can get something that I actually want and need, rather than you just kind of guessing like, oh, Kyle might want this like spork. Like, no, I don't want the spork.
What the f?
So again, it's not lame to buy a backpacker a gift card because most likely they're gonna spend that money a lot better than you are. So this next stocking stuffer item for backpackers and hikers is a very, very cheap item. And honestly, I almost didn't include this one on the list because it's pretty frugal, but again, I wasn't kidding. Like, these are cheap items, and I'd rather have somebody buy like a really cheap item that's most likely like guaranteed to be used than a more expensive and more fun item that might just end up getting left at home, if you catch my drift. This item is matches and lighters. God, it's like kind of stupid, I know, but for real, like, I'm always like losing like lighters and matches. Like, I feel like every time I go backpacking, I always end up just stopping at like a gas station or something on my way to the trailhead. And so if I just had like a couple spare lighters or some matches laying around, then things wouldn't be so bad. Maybe don't do this if your loved one is like trying to quit smoking or some shit, but like other than that, I feel like it's not gonna hurt. Obviously, if this is like the only thing you put in their stock, you just fill their stocking with lighters. If you're really trying to go in on this like backpacking gift idea and you're not looking to spend a lot of money, and again, you want to get something that's gonna actually be used by your loved one, hey, it's not the worst idea, right? Right? So this next one on the list is definitely my favorite. A good stocking stuffer idea would be to just get your loved one a map or guidebook for a trail or mountain range trail system that you think they might be interested in. I know it's almost 2020 and a lot of people just use like apps and, you know, online maps when it comes to navigation in the backcountry these days, but just having like a physical map or guidebook to kind of skim over while you're at home, like before you're actually on the trail, can be kind of fun and even inspiring when it comes to planning trips. And call me old-fashioned, but I still like to actually take physical maps and guidebooks with me. I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me here, but I feel like planning a backpacking trip is like almost as fun as actually going on the trip itself. And so giving a loved one like a map or a guidebook for some area that they might not have really thought about or don't know very much about could be a way to kind of inspire like a new upcoming trip for them. And if that's the case, I can guarantee you that you, the person who bought the map, are going to be on their mind the entire time that they're hiking. So there you have it. Those are 5 cheap, easy stocking stuffer ideas for your backpacker loved one. Hopefully you found these like cheap, very like simple and quick items useful. If you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button again, and maybe if you're feeling real generous, maybe even smash the like button, please. I still can't believe I'm recommending lighters and matches as like that's ridiculous. But for real, I hope you enjoyed this and have a good one.